Hello everybody and welcome back to the second episode of the PTFS Podcast. I am Fish and today we have two very special guests, Atlantis and Monster. Atlantis is the owner of PTFS Vision Jet team, performing incredible stunts and maneuvers which require a lot of skill to pull off. And we have Monster, who is a board director for Vision Jet display team and also the owner of the Jolly Rogers display team in PTFS and also moving to Row Aviation soon. Welcome both of you to the podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Right, so let's just start off straight away with how you got into PTFS and what sort of what got you into it? Can you tell me? So maybe Atlantis.
Right, okay, so I got into PTFS through one of my school friends. I didn't know what, I was just on Roblox one day, didn't know what to play, and he said join me, so I joined him on PTFS and pretty much got addicted. And then one of my other friends was just pushing me to play the game more, because he had about 3,000 minutes at the time, and that's how I got into it. And then I got into the community by originally joining what was obviously Your Reds, then finding in self-promo channels, and I think Fleet Week was the first show I joined, and a server called Armies RAF, which is a little RAF role-playing server, which I now own and is currently been rebranded to my Black Eagles team.
Nice. Sounds cool. What were you, Monster?
I think I was just looking on Roblox one day, and because I just started getting into planes, I think I just played any flight simulator I came across, and then eventually playing it more, getting into the community a bit, I met this guy and he invited me into the PTC community. We joined his server and it was only a very small Red Arrow server. It never actually took off, but we rebranded a few times and it then became Jolly Rogers.
Cool. That's great. So, that's incredible how you guys got into PTFS. And yeah, similar with me, I was like, one of my friends I think was flying like a Blue Angels, and then I joined him and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. So yeah, that's how I got into it, and then that's how my Reds and then stuff like that started. So yeah, cool. So we're gonna go on a little trip today, okay? So we're gonna have the podcast in a bus, okay? In a bus. So we're gonna, I forgot that this doesn't have a, I don't think it has a spawn.
I don't think it does either.
Like, if we just hop out. Does it have a ground crew spawn?
No.
I forgot what it has a ground. I don't think it does.
This is the only
Okay. Then unfortunately, we'll have to walk to the nearest place. So where do you guys want to go first? Do you want to go to Mello or do you want to go to Greater Rockford? Mello would be a fun walk. I've never actually walked Greater Rockford. Maybe run. We'll run instead of walk. So yeah, we run that and then we can talk on the way there. All right? Cool. Let's go. Let's follow the road. Okay. Cool. So Atlantis. I know you run the Vision Jet display team. Because I've owned a Reds team before, I want to know like an overview of your training program and what how do you recruit people and how do you manage expectations while you keep people happy and it's really exciting.
Okay, so in the past there hasn't really been much of a training program as such, but we're getting new recruits over winter training this year, and they'll first be doing training on a separate aircraft just so I know what they're capable of formation wise, and then obviously moving on to using the Vision Jet and going over the routine, our display routine, just seeing what they're capable of and what needs improving on, and then I try to do weekly trainings with obviously I'm 4 team pilots and 4 reserves. So the reserves tend to be quite a lot more inactive than the main team. And well, expectations, I'm always making sure alongside Monster that there's someone watching from the ground, so for what a formation looks like, and making sure that there's no one in the voice channel talking over the team lead when giving instructions.
That's cool. Great. Nice. And what about you, Monster? How did you get to becoming like a board member for the Vision Jet display team?
Becoming board member for VJT, I didn't really get told about it until I was added to the group chat. Yeah, Atlantis hadn't really said any words about it to me until I got added to the group chat, and then it was just one day I could see everything else in the server.
That's cool.
Just adding context to that, he was already our transport pilot, and I decided to make the transport pilot a board role.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
That's cool. Yeah. Nice. And then Atlantis. Why do you choose Vision Jets? Why didn't you choose like for example, maybe a Red Arrows or Blue Angels or a extra 300s? Why did you choose Vision Jet in particular?
I got Maverick owned the. So I'm sure you probably know someone that was in the PTFS community. He owned the server. It rebranded a few times, but one of the rebrands was the Vision Jet team, and he was leaving and quitting PTFS. So I acquired the server, and I rebranded it back into the Vision Jet team because that's what the people wanted. So that's how I ended up choosing Vision Jet.
Okay. So you did Vision Jet because you felt like the community really wanted one, and then.
Yeah, because it already existed, and then after it rebranded, people wanted it back.
Okay, that's cool. And then, so someone else did the Vision Jet team, and then you came on, or did you start the Vision Jet team?
Yeah, someone already made it in the same server, but then it rebranded. Then when I became owner of the server, I changed it back to the Vision Jet team.
What do you like, especially about Vision Jets, that's unique to other aircraft?
I don't know really. It's just something different.
Just something different. That's good. That's cool. And Monster, what about you? What are some of the things you do as a board member for Vision Jet Space?
As a board member and the transport pilot, I tend to just come along to a few trainings, and usually I'm the one up in the air with the formation, overseeing them, seeing how they're doing and what they can improve on.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. I mean, it sounds like really fun. Doing the Vision Jet. I really like formations. I think formations, they look cool, and I think I've seen some of your photos, and they look really good. Like some of the loops and the breaks you do with the Vision Jet. That's really cool. So yeah, cool. And Atlantis, what are some of the the best shows that you've performed at, or some of the best maneuvers that you do?
Best shows we performed at, I think, well, we were meant to be performing at MCAS Miramar, but due to a griefing reason, the show was called off just before our display, so we decided to do a public practice instead, which was the only time that a full six ship showed up when we used to operate 6 aircraft. So that was alright. The formation wasn't great, but in terms of actual shows, we held we held an air show for all our partners in April. That was probably the best display wise, and we also did a bit of a joint display with GRDT.
Okay, that's cool. So, who wants to drive the bus? I can drive if no one wants to drive it, but I don't
want to drive the bus.
I don't trust myself to drive the bus.
You don't trust yourself? Alright, I'll drive it. If you guys wanna, I don't mind where you sit, just anywhere. You can sit at the front if you want, but only one can fit. So maybe you could stay still next to each other like that. That's chill. Alright, cool. So, we're gonna keep going around. I've never actually traveled through Greater Rockford. I don't actually know the new Greater Rockford that well. So if there's any
have to drive the whole island, I think.
I mean, we can go towards Greater Rockford, have a look. But I haven't
try
actually
and end
looked
up at Greater Rockford somehow.
Yeah. Cool. And then, oh dear, oh my god. Okay, right. And then Monster.
Aye.
So you own the Jolly Rogers display team as well?
Yes,
right?
yes I do.
So you do. So how did that start? Tell me about it.
GRDT started as the original owner that got me into PTC, started leaving. he left me with the server, and I just kind of took it from there. So we were, again, originally a 6-jet team. Our first ever show being Fleet Week, and our most successful definitely being Vision Partner Air Show. I found it very surprising. At the start of 2023, we were at about 30 to 60 members, and by the end we were at 110. So we had barely done any advertising or anything, so I don't know what was going on there. Our training schedule kind of dropped in standards a little bit. I haven't really been hosting anything lately. Of course, we move into ROAV. We did have a trainee program, but I decided to cancel that because I didn't really see any point. It's just more to keep on top of. I'm a lazy person, you know.
Yeah.
When we moved to a 4-ship team, I've not actually publicly announced this yet, but we are moving to 2 synchro pairs. So we have the original synchro, 2 and 3, and then 1 and 4 also will have their own display.
Okay, cool, nice, great. Yeah, that synchro I've heard for stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool. And then what about you two? Like, why do you think someone would want to join your server? So maybe like Atlantis, why would someone want to join the Vision Jet display team?
I think it's an idea in PTFS that it's not really common, because you got lots of people making recreations of real display teams, and it's a unique idea. And we've got some of the people on our team are fairly well known in the community, and I think we also sometimes get a lot of traction because we often get mistaken for a snowbirds team.
Yeah.
Because I post a lot of the media in the PTC server.
Yeah.
And I sometimes get people reacting on the message or DMing me asking if it's a snowbirds team.
Yeah.
And then I say no and send them the link and they join.
Okay, that's cool. And what about you, Monster?
People might want to join JRDT because, yeah, again, it's a unique team. I have barely seen any teams using the F-18 in the Jolly Rogers livery, let alone the F-18 not as a Blue Angels. Yeah, anytime we go to a show, our member count seems to spike up a little bit. Yeah,
that's
But then we are also interesting. Our original synchro team before they retired at the end of 2023 was very popular, actually. There was people waiting to see them at every show.
Yeah.
The annoying thing was with them, we told them to not. We had to tell the videographer not to follow them once they broke the formation.
Yeah.
Because we still had something to set up before they started going. But yeah, all in all, I think JRDT is a quite unique team.
I haven't thought about like those 2 different types of teams. Like a Vision Jet team, I've never thought about that, and like a Jolly Rogers, also never thought about that. So that's really cool. Yeah. And then also Monster, you said you're moving to ROAV. So like, what are some of the benefits and difficulties when you're going into ROAV? What's like, can you weigh that up for me?
Yeah, if you got a few benefits of ROAV. For a lot of people it can be difficult at first to start flying in formation. But as of course on PTFS you have screen delay. But on most ROAV jets, if you have the right scripts and plane kits and stuff, you can find it really easy to start flying in formation with others.
Yeah.
The downsides of ROAV would be inserting jets and different games.
Yeah.
The last show I went to with a team that I'm in, we weren't even able to do an arrival because the game was so laggy and so badly put together. And then another downside is people that have development access can touch your jets for no reason.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's quite difficult, isn't it? With that. Yeah, that's cool. And then finally, I just want to ask you two, what is your favorite thing about PTFS? For me, it's probably just like the simplicity of it. Just like everyone can do it, and like it doesn't matter who you are, you can find something that you enjoy, and that's what I really love about PTFS compared to maybe other games. They're quite complicated. This was just simple, and it appeals to loads of people. What about you? Maybe Atlantis, do you want to tell me what your favorite thing is?
My favourite thing about the community is that obviously the owner, Orange, is active in the PTC Discord and listens to suggestions and
definitely
answers people's questions. And because in a lot of other games, like the owners are just doing the developing and don't really do much. But he's very active and obviously, as you said, simple, easy to understand.
Yeah, what about the actual game? Is there anything you really like about the actual game? Or is it just
actual game?
Everything's good?
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about actual game.
Yeah, the actual game. I mean, what I said, like simplicity, right? You agree with that? Stuff like that. That's what's cool. What about you, Monster?
Yeah, I really quite like the free reign of the game. Like, there's a huge variety of aircraft you can fly. Some, or very few, locked behind a paywall, but you can fly anywhere with friends, no friends. There's a bunch of different terrains, bunch of real-life airports, which is very cool. Even though they may not look like their real-life counterpart, game's been put together really well.
Yeah.
I've made a map. It's a world map with with a red dot on the locations where PTFS airports are based off.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Do you think we can get up this hill?
I've done it in a follow me truck, but it probably won't work in
Probably
this.
won't work in a bus.
No.
Let's have a look. I don't think it'll work. Yeah, we're
No.
stuck. Okay, we're stuck. Right.
Should we just run to...
Yeah, let's run to the other side. Oh my god. Oh dear.
Yeah, we are halfway through the floor.
Yeah, not ideal. Great. I never actually crossed this bridge. This is really big. Let's wait up before.
It's one of the longest bridges in PTFS, isn't it? If not the longest.
Yeah, probably. That's what's fun. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, adding on to Monster's earlier point of no other teams like using the Jolly Rogers livery. The only other time I've seen it used was Charlie's demo that lasted about a month.
Yeah. We found Derek.
Yeah. What is it? I've never seen this before.
You've never seen Derek before?
Oh, I just got the award. So who is this guy? I've never met him.
Derek.
So
he's got one of the most renowned planes. In
Oh,
PTFS.
the plane. Oh yeah, Derek's creation?
Derek's creation, yeah.
Oh, so this is where you find it. That's pretty cool.
Little egg plane.
What are you doing here, young one? Exploring. I was too until I got attacked by some wild dogs. Yeah, better run. Oh, there's some dogs here. That sucks. Cool. And what about, because we like military stuff, right? Or some of it's military. You know the old Mach loop in PTFS?
Yeah.
How do you feel after it's gone? Do you have any?
I will say I like this one a lot more.
You like this one a lot more?
Yeah. Because even though it's not just as similar to the Mach loop, there is still a route that you can do through, because there's loads of valleys through it, and then there's still the valley at Orenji as well.
Yeah. I think I like the new scale that Greater Rockford has. Like it's massive.
It is much
completely
nicer.
Massive. And I think it's definitely good for planes. Maybe not so good for bus, but
The best upgrade of the new island is that Mela can actually be used, and it's not like because with the old GR, Mela was basically just a third runway for GR.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember I never used to use Mela. Especially
Yeah.
like maybe if you play like AC24, like no one would be on it because you just use Greater Rockford instead.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good now, yeah.
I've
So
been
it's
doing-
now far.
I've been doing a little bit
Yeah.
of playing spot in AC24 recently.
With the old, quote-unquote Mark loop, that first turn when you'd come in from
Yeah.
the actual airport,
Yeah.
that seemed like an impossible turn to do at high speed.
Mm.
Because either you'd get called out for pulling too many Gs,
Yeah.
or it would just look unrealistic.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
all in all, the valley was a bit short.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is massive.
It's much bigger now.
Yeah, huge.
Not
That's
many
good.
turns in it though, sadly.
Yeah, a bit straight. I mean, yeah, that's really all. I think. Thank you for coming, though. I think it's really interesting. I think the good thing about this podcast is you get to find out about all your
Others.
different people. Everyone,
Yeah.
like not just yourself, how other people got it. And to be honest, it's really quite similar. Most people's story is quite similar. They randomly found the PTFS and then they just started playing, or maybe their friend introduced them and they started playing, and now they're just like hooked. And I think that's such a good thing because like everyone here is it's quite nice. I think the PTFS community should turn left here. Let's go towards Greater Rockford. So like the whole PTFS community is like everyone has similar thoughts and like ideas, and like I think it's really nice. I think that's how somewhere you could fit in, right? With people like-minded to you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, the community's a bit.
Yeah. Depends where you are, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Once
cool.
you get into the good side of the community, then.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
The good
thunder.
side of the good side of the community is the side of the community that Carl just chilling, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, here's the stadium. Should we end at the stadium, or do we want to go to Rockford?
We can end at the stadium. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's end.
Well,
at the
speaking of the stadium, I've also made another map with loads of like
Oh, here we go.
goofy approaches for the airports, and I did one of them for one of the Greater Rockford runways where you fly over both the stadiums.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah. So that's cool. Where's the other guy?
I don't know where Atlantis
Oh,
went.
wait, where are you?
We're inside.
Inside.
Oh, you're inside.
Come in. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll end it there. Sorry it's a bit wet today from the rain. It's been raining the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, very
Just
very.
Unfortunate. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching the podcast today, and thank you too for coming. Really appreciate your time, and make sure to join their servers in the description. They'll be in the description. Do you have anything else you want to say about your servers before we go?
Please don't let JRDT. Please don't underestimate JRDT. We are moving to a different server soon.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye.